Hi, it's Bill Koenig for Straight Circle Martial Arts, and this is how to hit someone when they're weak. I get this question in class. It's a strange question, but when should I hit somebody? Obviously, the best answer to that is when you can. Like if they drop their hands, yeah, I want to hit them. If you have an opening, I want to hit them. But it's not always that simple. So what happens is you have to envision there are times when your opponent's strong and you're strong. So if we both pick up, we're both in a position of strength. So when I hit him and he hits me, it has some effect, but not as much as if one of us was in a weaker position. A lot of times what will happen is if you have a bigger, faster opponent, they will put you in a position of weakness briefly. And that is not the time to hit. But what most people do out of panic is when they feel themselves going to a position of weakness, they flail and they try to hit, and you'll see them hitting backwards or off angles, and the hits have no real effect on them. So what you got to understand is, where is their position of weakness? So when you do this, I want you to envision like we're pulling, right? When you have an attacker pull, he is in a position of power and you are in a position of weakness. What happens is when he pulls, as a visual, I want you to understand this. See how this is tightened up? When this tightens up, that gives him a position of power. When I take that position of power from him, when I take this and create this slack, for a moment he has a position of weakness and I have a position of strength. And that's when you want to take advantage of things. So what happens is if he pulls and I resist, he has a position of strength. You see how he affects me as a person? When I do this, he has strength, I have weakness. Ideally, when he does this, I want to come to him and I want to destroy his position of strength. So this is something you have to practice and feel. If he goes really slow, there's strength, 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 strength. Right there, there's a position of weakness where I felt like I broke through him and there was no resistance. When I get to that position of no resistance, what happens is I have to regain my balance and get my feet underneath me. When I do that, that allows me to hit with a lot of strength, because I have come to a position of strength before I hit. This is where people have problems. They get pulled, they start moving, and then they hit before they come back to their position of strength. Always remember this. When you're in a position like this and he moves me, there's a moment he's in position of strength, and then all of a sudden there's a moment he's in weakness. When you come to strength, it creates his weakness. But if you're both in strength, it doesn't work. And if you're both in weakness, it doesn't work. And it's a timing thing. We do a lot of drills where you get pushed and thrown around in here and people pull. And I have to find, angles, how to hit him. And I have to feel when that opening is. So many people, they rush and they start trying to get this off ahead of time before they're in a position of strength. Whenever you feel grabs or pulls, it's important that you feel his position of weakness and get your position of strength. That allows you to hit. If you do not regain your balance, you will not have any power on any of your hits. And I don't care what the hit is. That hit could be shoulder, it could be an elbow, it could be bridge. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But the point is I have to sync up, get strong, and he'll feel it. When you work with a partner, they'll always tell you the same thing. There's a point where he feels like he doesn't have you anymore. If I grab him like this, right here I feel that tension I want. But if he walks with this, for a fraction right there, I feel like I lost him. When I have that feeling of loss, my brain kind of goes to, hey, why did I lose him? And not why am I attacking? And that gives him an opportunity to hit me. So I would say the best way to learn this is start with simple pulls slow and feel. Where's your position of strength? Feel like you're not being pulled over. Even if he's pushing, feel like you're not resisting. Don't get bounced around. Keep your feet underneath you. And whatever he does, right? I want to move. If he pulls in, I want to move. And then you have to figure out where is his position of weakness. So when I take this from him, right there, he starts to stagger because I took that energy from him. Also, when he does that, that allows me now to hit him right away. He pulls in, I come right off the angle, right? Then I have position. So always remember that. Take advantage of the fact that he lost his strength and his center, and that way you have an advantage.
Thank you.
thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Ask questions, leave comments. Thank you guys for everything you do to help this channel grow.